A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Attack!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 15. Hey, rip list.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Blaster. Blue check.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On the return is Pettis. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that, but he's talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after... Victory CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. The kick by Bass is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On play action, Lance. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Lance now on first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Throwing now is Lance. Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready, ready. Cover 38. You're green. Hey, no steal. Ready?
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Lance.
This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Second and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
I don't need to. Hey, 43, 15.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Yellow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, baby.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Hey, 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Boyle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ultra. Black ultra.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Cover 38. Will 52. Field left.
Lance going to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Right 2. 43 left.
Now Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now Hall to start the drive.
A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They've got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
Let's go now.
Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready, set.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Go ultra.
Now a play fake. Lance
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
working from the gun. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option motion right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Lance now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey Lance with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Ball ought to give up the middle. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's swung out wide to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Down. Good, 52. Next rest. Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Lance. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, this is Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Second and 8. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for the Lions, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.